All right.
Hey guys, Bass from X-Force again with
Scott from X-Force.
and today we've got something a little bit different. I haven't done a revolver for a while, it's a completely new company that's gotten into the gel ball field. This little fella is new one from WINGUN.
Yep.
Now, I haven't really much to deal with WINGUN, especially in the gel, but these guys do a lot of stuff in the airsoft industry, and they do some pretty nice quality products. One thing's for sure, when you pick this fella up, you know about it. I mean, it is mint. You can probably see in the chrome, silver, whatever you want to call it, body. It is solid. Like, this thing's about 800 grams. So I mean, you got to imagine the rest of it's pretty much dead empty. A little bit of metal here, but it's all that handle is plastic. And here's a bastard to put on. I've done it before, real easy. But I'm gonna get you to do that while I'm talking. But it is very heavy. And these, I think they're brass, the shells.
What'd you do?
I don't do nothing, man, just slide it on. I slid it on and off before. So even the shells are a very nice metal shell. And so you get...
I feel bad pointing it at you.
Don't point it at me. So you get 6 shells in there, 6 separate, and you get these little things which basically you can put them in the shell at the back here, I think.
The flow restrictor.
Yeah, and it basically restricts the flow of the CO2 coming through the shell. Because from what I got told, it shoots some crazy FPS. Being CO2, a lot of these revolvers...
I got it.
Well done. You'll get better and better with time.
Off camera.
Off camera. I believe, and I got told, and don't take my word for it, I just remember, very rough. It shoots somewhere in the high to even 400s, depending on, I don't know whether it's I shouldn't be temperature or anything like that related, but
We'll CO2 will a little bit.
yeah,
Just make sure you get your prints off.
yeah.
Firearm.
But it will shoot quite hard. So if you want to go to a field or somewhere where, or you just don't want it to shoot that hard, you do have these little restrictors that'll bring down that FPS a little.
Like any blaster, always you should have a good idea of what you're chronoing at. So with your gels, 'cause if you go to a shop and try someone else's gels, you won't get an accurate read to what you're using in a field. So if you rock up with yours and you get a reading that's a lot higher than the gels that could have been at a shop hydrated for a couple of weeks, it's why it's a good idea to go on about Ace Tech chronos. Just at least you know what you're using with the gels you grow for the time you grow.
Yeah.
So,
The gels will always be,
a big variable.
yeah. All right, so one thing sort of, I guess, you notice, you've got WINGUN logo here. There's actually another WINGUN logo printed, patented on the actual body of the pistol. Also comes with the serial number, which is nice, but very nicely finished. Pretty much very realistic, if you know, in many aspects of the way it actually performs. And
Even the safety's got a really nice, good feeling when it's engaged. So
your safety is here. So when you pull it back, now you can't cock the hammer. So you've got that double action as well. So you can cock the hammer pull the trigger. Oh, that sounds good.
Even just the hammer's got a real nice,
It's got a
chunky
nice,
mechanical feel to it.
Yeah.
It's not a real weak.
and it's a nice chunky hammer too. You know, like chunky
You were going to say
hammer.
that.
I like chunky hammers, and so you can do that cock and back, or you can just pull the trigger and it shoots. So that's nice. Pushing that forward, that'll open your what?
Cylinder.
Cylinder. I'll
Is
say
that
it.
what?
So you can get to your gels. You can also use the rod to push all your shells out for quick release, or you can sit there taking them one by one.
You can get speed loaders as well.
You can get speed
A little bit
loaders for
harder
them,
too.
so you can basically have these other shells literally loaded and bang straight in. It doesn't come with one, does it?
No.
Sorry, too bad. But you can get those. That's not a big deal. But I mean, you know, it's simple. They're not, you know, overly over the top with a whole lot of, you know, bits and pieces. You do have your iron sights, which you can adjust as well, up and right. It says there, which is nice. And look, the feel of it, like I said, 800 grams. I mean, it's nearly a kilo just for this little fella. You know, that's pretty intense.
Even the tooling on the shells is nice. Just
Yeah.
shows it's not just a cheap cast. So
Oh no, the finish on this thing, I gotta say, it is shiny.
it's probably the nicest revolver I've seen
Yeah,
in our market.
in our market so
And
far.
I've played with most of them.
Yeah, I mean, look, revolvers all around are not exactly you know, a blast. It probably takes the field so much because you're stuck on 6 rounds unless you got a speed loader.
I've got a Glock 19 I like, so
Yeah.
I'll always use like my Glock 19 over a revolver. But if I'm sitting back having a couple of drinks with mates, planking in the yard, or getting the kids off the Xbox, they're always fun just to spin it and get off the
Oh.
Xbox. I'll give you a shot.
Russian roulette.
They hit too hard for that. Ain't doing it.
You're gonna cry like a baby. No, not Russian roulette. Now, so my only issue is that handle. It does, I guess it is nice and comfy. Don't get me wrong. I'd like I don't know if this is a thing, but if there's a system where it goes from under, so the handle doesn't split in half, and you got to pull it out.
You've seen how much of a window liquor we look trying to.
Yeah,
Put
like
the
we were
thing
sitting
back
there trying to
together.
put it in. You know, we probably look a bit silly, but the fact is, I mean, that does rock a little. So that to me, but I know a lot of them are like that. So I mean, the ones that are obviously a CO2, that's one way to easily get it in there with easy access. So it's just me. I just wish there was a different way, I guess, of getting it in there without having that and having a nice solid, maybe a wood handle. I'd like to see a wood handle on that.
I'd like, if there was a green gas one, that'd be nicer. I prefer green gas over CO2.
Always.
That's
But
just personal preference. But,
For such a short revolver,
oh, yeah,
you kind of need something that's going to really give
Push.
it a
yeah.
big
Thump.
push out, so that gels. Because you've only got this tiny little
Yeah.
tiny barrel, you need a good push to get it out there to go. Otherwise, it's going to flop. So, anyway, very cool. I love it. Not something that I normally go for in
Yep.
the revolver sense, but that is very cool. These are finished off beautifully.
I should see the tooling marks on the side.
Yeah. It
Just
is.
the shape, actually, the side profile of the handle's really nice. Usually, most revolvers are very, very plain and boring on the handles, but that actually has a curve out, so it fits nicer into the groove of your hand.
And we're gonna go down, test it a little bit. I'm gonna bring it in, show you guys a nice close-up of it. Now, we don't sell this. This is sold exclusively at this point by tactical edge. We're just, you know, we're sort of thankful we got a little bit of a look and play with it.
New stuff to play with. It's always
Yeah.
fun. If it's an excuse to get stuff to play with, it's
We like to play with it. So by all means, you know, go down, check them out, shoot them. They are very cool. Hopefully we'll get some, you know, in the near future. But, you know, we just want to show you guys, bring you guys some of the cool stuff that's coming out. So I'm going to bring you guys a bit closer so you can have a close look at it so you know what I'm talking about.
make sure you thank Joe for letting us have a play with their wares.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for the free toys.
Thanks for the free toys. I might have to keep some. All right, look at that. That is mint. Like I said, that that one there. Let's see if we can get in close. Oh yeah, look at that. That is nice. I mean, you look at this. Look at this just close up. When you get this close, a lot of times you can really see
The
the imperfections big time, eh?
It's a really clean, like it's probably the smoothest chrome finish I've seen on a blaster.
That is beautiful. And I don't say that about many things.
Especially
Ask
if it
my
hasn't got
wife.
hex. Ooh. Dang. Someone's sleeping outside.
Yeah, I'm sleeping outside. No, she knows. I did tell her, but you know, I don't say it about too many things in life. So there you go. Look at that. The other side. There's your safety, or whatever else you want to call it. But again, the nice.
It's almost like an ostrich skin kind of texture to it.
So yeah, very nice finished, and we've touched it a bit. So I'm really sorry. It's not exactly the cleanest at the moment, but it still looks sweet. And yeah, look at this. Let me show you guys these shells as well. I mean, it's not something that you normally get excited about, but I mean these have been machined. So I mean, look at that. That is.
You actually see it a bit more on the cylinder as well.
Yeah, they're just a very nice, clean finish product.
The machining on here actually comes out a bit nicer as well.
Yeah, well, look at that.
Yeah, just that care and finish is pretty.
Scott's polished it a little bit for you guys, just so you can see that nice chrome and that hammer.
That's a chunky hammer.
That's a chunky one. I like it. All right, let's go and give it a test. Hey guys, so back at the range with our nice revolver from our friends at WINGUN. I'm going to give it a bit of a couple of shots. We don't have too many shots, so I'm not going to sit here keep filling shells. But do one with the... Oh yeah. Oh man, that is accurate. That's like hitting that bullseye, like, and I'm not even aiming really that well. Alright, I think we're out.
6 shots, haven't we?
6 shots. Let's get these ones out. And I chuck a few more in. And I'm going to test that chrono. That one's out. I think my gels are a little bit small.
So like we were saying before, your gels will affect FPS levels.
Yep, so if I've got lower FPS than what I'm expecting, I do apologise.
I think we're using with the older revolvers from another company, we were using a little bit of Vaseline in the shell just so it makes a better air seal. Stops them rolling out.
I would say definitely my gel, but anyway, I was told this thing shoots well over 3, but I've got very much lower numbers than that. but very consistent. Oh man, there you go. So, there we go. Very sort of mid to 260, 270.
For a revolver, that is, for a gas revolver, that is low. So usually you'd be expecting.
Yeah, I would say my gels are quite low. Let me see. The pinks are going to be small as well, aren't they? Huh?
These ones look a little bit larger.
Yeah. All right. Let's try some AKs. And them up. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm
Full of it.
yeah. I'm actually surprised his bulb's still going because I've shot quite a few through it. So
Yeah, they're a lot nicer. Size.
they're a bit more size, yeah. What I should have done is probably made some ultra elites, stuck them in there, but I don't have any freshly made, so I do apologize. Sorry, Joe. I said I was going to do it and I haven't done it. But hopefully the AK should be a little bit. The black label are smaller, they're better in some pistols. But come on, these things are just not. Oh,
Because it's late.
all right. All right, I think it would be better with the other ones. All right, so I made my gels, right? Go the Ultra Elites. All right. That's giving me sort of 250 and it started going lower. I think
Gas is running out.
my gas is starting to run out. I have been getting a little bit too excited with it, so I have shot it a fair few times. There was a bulb that was put in today at some point, but it did get shot a few more times. So it does the pop in it does sound a bit ordinary. Now, whatever the case, I will say this. I have seen it shoot some big numbers, so I do apologize. But regardless of the big numbers, not big numbers, this thing, the finish, get out there and have a look at it. Trust me.
Pick it up.
Pick it up and just feel it. It is nuts. It is just beautiful. I'd have one just to play. I don't know. What are we playing?
Wake the staff.
Nah, man. Come
I
on.
ain't playing
How many
Russian roulette
movies
with
have
that.
these sort of things have been in? What movie? What's something that was like, you know, some cop? Wouldn't be a cop.
Danny Glover used one in Lethal Weapon 1.
No, there you go. Yeah,
It wasn't chrome, but
yeah, but it's just a cool pistol. Really is. Anyway, hopefully that I don't know if that helped or not. But we did have fun, and we're having fun with them, and it's just cool to sort of see a lot of these
the whole part of the hobby.
high quality. I mean, really, it excites me to no end to see this sort of high quality stuff starting to come through, you know? When we've gone from the old crappy PVC, PL, whatever, plastics that we've gone from to this, guys, trust me, this is exciting. And I'm even more excited to see what's going to still come if, you know, we're starting to get this sort of stuff out. So, awesome stuff. Thank you guys from Tech Edge for lending us one to play with. Yeah, at the same time, don't forget, Stop and Think campaign.
iPro, have it back.
iPro, when you're using definitely one of these things, because it's, like I said, it's kicks like a mule normally. Maybe not this time. But stay safe, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Definitely some more very cool stuff coming. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, follow, and we'll show you guys more cool shiz in the future. Thank you.